Recreational Outrage. Recreational Outrage.
Stretch yourself, stretch yourself.
Recreational outrage. Recreational outrage. Recreational outrage.
It sucks that it's Irish. No, I can't. Yeah.
Is that the new development?
No, I quit almost a year ago.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
I bet you
Vaping?
there's footage of you vaping.
You want one of these?
A month ago.
No, definitely not. I hit the old pen.
Oh, so it's still a vape. It's just not nicotine.
No nicotine.
Okay.
I'm off the nick.
You're off the nick.
That's what I was
Props.
envisioning THC vapes.
Off the nick and on the dick, huh?
Yeah.
Props, dude. Yeah, our friend Zach Barr just recently quit nicotine, and I was like, damn.
Is it the guy that does the bar cast?
No. No. That would be cool if I was friends with that guy.
You know what I'm talking about?
I not really, dude.
The dude who does he used to do it out of grandma's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
it's not like a big podcast, although he has had some pretty sick guests.
It is
Okay.
cool that he just has it'll be like Chris Wellman, who I love.
Yeah.
But then it'll be like Brad Williams.
Yeah.
No way. That's cool.
Yeah.
He's had Ian Finance.
Wow.
And then he's also had Tyree Dillard.
And Dylan Kantor.
Nice. That's sick.
No way. I heard he's good, man.
You know what he's good at? You know what the podcast seems to be, from what I've taken from a lot of the content this guy puts out, is mostly Capri Sun chugs.
Oh, that too. Yeah, that's a new thing.
Yeah.
Doing that when I went on.
That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I could crush a Capri Sun.
Yeah.
In how many seconds?
One.
Once.
How fast can it go through the straw?
Yeah. That would be no straw required.
You would go no
Fucking-
straw.
Yeah, dude. Just mouth on it and just.
Yeah, just cut it right open and just like.
Rim job.
yeah.
Son.
You ever freeze a Capri?
No.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like a great idea, though.
Yeah, and then you put a little vodka in it.
Oh, shit.
And it's like a slushy, a wushy.
Like a little, like a popsicle
Yeah.
kind of. Oh, man.
Yeah.
A slush pre-sun.
Yeah, dude. In the South, we put alcohol in everything, and
Yeah.
it's got to be somewhat frozen.
It's got to be cold. I need
Yeah.
at least 30 ice cubes in it. or
Yeah.
it's not-
Oh, for sure.
it's
I'm
not a
huge on
beverage.
koozies. And
Oh, yeah.
I don't think it's as
I
necessary
feel like
here.
the
'cause-
East Coast is that's like an East Coast thing. It's like the koozies and stuff.
Interesting. Is that? I just
I've
realized
heard that from other people, and like I've
trash.
noticed it too.
I collect them. I don't think.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
From
cool.
events I'm not even at.
What is the point of a koozie, to keep your hand from getting cold?
No, keep your drink cold.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
It like
Especially if
locks in
you're
like the moisture.
yeah, especially if you're a slow sipper.
Yeah.
You know,
If
if you got like a big tall can and you don't, but like you take like a while to get halfway, you want that bottom half to stay cold.
There's like a whole world of technology I've never entered into because I've never drank.
Yeah. You're not a drinker,
Yeah.
so
You've
you've
never
never
been a
gotten into
drinker?
that.
I've never even drank.
Really?
Yeah.
Even one time.
Yeah.
No
I-
way.
Why is that? You never were curious or wanted to try it?
I just, I got enough alcoholics in my life,
That's
Yeah.
fair,
He
that's
doesn't
fair.
want to be
Like
one
that,
more.
including now.
Yeah. No
Cheers,
kidding.
dude.
Cut that part.
You were talking about me.
There's,
Yeah.
It's like that like that hustle and grind culture you see on like
Hustle and
Instagram.
grind culture, you said?
Yeah, where it's like I've seen one where it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger's kids, like you see them side by side. And one of them's like jacked, and the other one's just like a
Cleaning
pudgy
the
guy.
house.
And it's like that adage of like
I mean, in all fairness, one is like fucking like Susan Sarandon's kid. I don't know if that was his ex-wife, and the other one's the nannies. So
Yeah.
I feel like if you're the nanny's kid, you're like, nah, I'm gonna drink and smoke.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like you know you do something because like other people around you did it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm going to choose not to because you did, or I'm going to fall into the same like pattern.
It's definitely because I saw enough people where it was like, it's probably coming from the fucking
yeah.
shitty weed I buy. Did you see a little black speck? Is that
Oh
what-
yeah, I did. Yeah, I thought it was like a hair or a bug or something.
They didn't flush their weed properly. That's what that
Oh,
means. Yeah.
is that it?
Yeah.
You should have caught it.
Yeah, next time you see one, try and catch it.
Dude, I'm really good at spotting like small things. Like I notice bugs a lot.
Is that how you see your dick?
Yeah. Nice.
Got him.
He would know too. Because every day I'm like,
I'm too
does
fat.
it
I
look
can't.
weird?
It's dressed up like where's
looks like?
it looks like Where's Waldo.
I'm like, I don't know. Let me taste it. Let me see if it tastes good.
That's a
And
good
I'm like, that
roommate.
sounds important. That sounds like a good data
Yeah,
collection.
his girlfrione hates it. You know, I'm just
We have an
boys
agreement.
being
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
What can I do?
I
We're
did the
just
dishes
guys.
last
It's
week.
just boys being boys.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
Get with the program, babe.
It's we're celebrating Bad Boy Summer here on the pod.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
yeah. Bad boy summer.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Like right now, we're celebrating Bad Boys.
All
Exactly.
summer we have been, dude.
Oh, nice. Are we
Yeah.
some of the bad boys?
I guess so.
obviously.
Yeah.
Why else would you be on the pod?
Oh, hell yeah. Tight.
I've been a bad boy. I slept in 15 minutes late for work the other day.
Dang,
I'm a little edgy. What can I say?
dude! Wow. And did you get reprimanded
You
get spanked?
He
like a bad boy?
he did spank me, but that was so I could get a raise.
Oh,
different.
Yeah,
something
that
was
was-
getting raised.
That was a different meeting.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was all the way up.
Dude, I also-
No fucking
the way
way.
up.
I also slept in like on Friday, like because normally like my alarm goes off like, you know, but and then I sleep a little bit more. I'm like, okay, I'll get up in a sec. But like I missed it, and I woke up. I was like, oh fuck, I'm supposed to be at work right now. Like, shit.
Oh, that is the worst. When
Yeah.
it's the moment, or you have
Yeah.
like 2 minutes, and you pretty much just have the
At
time
that
to
point,
text
it's just
them
like, whatever.
I won't be there on time.
Yeah. It's
I
like
will
whatever.
be late today.
My boss, he always had this like list of ideas where it was like, he had a photograph of a flat tire that you could just send.
Oh, nice.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like, oh shit, sorry,
That's
this
so
happened.
smart.
You know, or like COVID test. You know, you just have a picture of a.
yeah.
I mean, then you're not going to work
That's
for the
so
next
smart.
week, but
Yeah, that's
I-
a big chain pull.
I want to send my boss a positive pregnancy test. Like, no, it's me. I'm pregnant.
I'm going to the doctor.
I
That's
don't
the cool
feel so
things about having kids too, is that you can always just be like, "Hey, man, my kids are sick."
Yeah, sorry.
yeah. Like
I gotta do what I gotta do for
I
my
pulled
family.
out last night, dude. Sorry if you see this, but I was supposed to give someone a ride to Atmosphere, and I didn't really want to because
Yeah.
I was giving someone else a ride, and I told them my babysitter was canceling on me, and
Oh yeah.
then I just went, and so
Didn't you say that to me the other day for something?
no,
I
for
feel like-
for your
for our
podcast.
show.
Was it for the pod?
Yeah, but that
Oh,
was
yeah,
actually
was,
true.
yeah.
That was actually true. though.
Oh, sure it was, dude.
That was true.
Well, it was true because my kids
Yeah.
weren't in school yet, but it was true.
And I'm here now. So.
Yeah.
We actually I tried to do it again, but I was like, I can't pull the same excuse twice in a row.
You'd be surprised how many times you can use your kids as an excuse.
Yeah.
But
They caused enough problems.
yeah,
That's the thing. Where
That's
like
true.
at that point you get to use them as the excuse at
Yeah.
some point.
that's why you have them.
Yeah, it's like paid time off.
I also like that it's like, oh, I'm perfectly capable of working, but this guy.
Yeah.
I would. I could,
Yeah.
but I can't.
laws.
There's nothing I can do.
We should do some of these things. So I wrote out a whole episode.
Yeah.
We do try to stick to it at least a little bit. And since you talked about Atmosphere, how was it?
It was great.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was good.
Would you say it was a good atmosphere?
It was a great atmosphere. Yeah, it was
This
good.
is a band.
Yeah, you don't know Atmospheres? Damn,
He's a
dude.
rapper, right?
They. It's two guys.
Oh, I thought they were
okay.
non-binary.
It's a
I was
rapper
like,
and a
good for him.
producer.
Good for them.
Yeah, no, you've really never heard of Atmosphere.
I've probably heard, sometimes it's like there's so many artists on one song.
yeah.
I've probably heard Atmosphere. I'm just not like.
It was.
yeah.
great,
You remember
dude.
Ice
Method
Ice
Man, you know,
Baby?
Method Man, you know. That's
Do
not,
I
that's
remember
not,
Ice
that's,
Ice Baby?
that's not Atmosphere.
Yeah.
Do you know
remember
Method Man and Red Man?
Crisscross? Like that.
Method Man.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
the close.
So he was there.
Okay.
Method Man and Red Man were one of the openers.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what?
Nice.
Oh,
You'll
no
probably know this
shit.
song, dude. Let me see.
To have members of Woo open is pretty sick.
Exactly. That's fucking rad.
Wopen the show.
Opening.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wopeners.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
There's like I listen to a lot of different music. Like my day list is always like something new. Like,
Yeah.
something
He has a
weird.
diverse arrangement of like Taylor Swift and Katy Perry.
Okay.
Yeah.
My day list is always like sad divorced dad rock.
I started getting some of those
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Just Creed comes on, and you're like, hell yeah.
I've got another confession,
Yeah.
my friend.
I've been loving that, dude.
I know, dude. Foo Fighters.
I've decided I'm a Foo Fighters dad, dude. That's what I'm gonna be.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
A Foo Father.
A Foo Father, dude.
Yeah.
Foo Father.
I just went to the Guttermouth. I went to a punk show with Austin,
Nice.
and it was pretty. So I went with a few friends, right?
Yeah.
And this band, I've been obsessed with since Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. Because they're on the soundtrack, and I downloaded them on my iPod. So like it was like a very nostalgic band to see, and so I went with Garrett and Austin and my roommate and Laura, and pretty much 10 minutes into it, everybody was hurting one way or another.
Oh, is
And they
that
are-
where he got fucked up?
Dude, he got fucked up. Yeah,
way.
yeah. And like my buddy, he
I
like
saw him, but yeah, last night.
he wasn't feeling good, and then Dana got like punched in the face pretty quickly, which was funny because, and then Austin showed up with like a patch over his entire eye.
Wow.
So the punk pit really took a beating on
Where
my
was
friends.
it at?
Wait,
The Oriental?
can I say that?
Yeah, they still call it that.
Yeah, no. It's only bad if you call it's only bad if you call people it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just saying the name of a venue.
It's only bad when you refer to
Place.
all Asians as
Yeah.
Oriental.
Yeah, we didn't see it with any Asians actually.
I probably could have left that part out.
It was a white only show.
To be honest, Austin's eye got pretty squinty, you know?
Yeah.
But it was like, it sucked like being at a show, and then in the next hour and a half, you're just looking over at your friend, and he's like covering up,
Oh fuck.
trying to have fun still.
Damn. Well, what a pro! Like he stuck it out. Like
for sure. He wasn't gonna leave, but it was one of those that it bled a lot, and he like was the person in the bathroom with blood everywhere.
Jeez.
I saw it on Instagram and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty metal. That's cool to get at a punk show, honestly.
It is rad. I watched a guy at a Christian rock show once lose a tooth, and then he like
the
looked
fuck?
at his.
was Skillet playing? Is that who's
yeah, with the skillet. Yeah.
Was
Family
everyone
Force
like,
5?
hey, you better pray you find
What'd
it?
you say, Family Force 5?
Dude, I grew
Oh
up.
my God.
My first concert was Toby Mac and Family Force 5. Dude.
Oh, that's great. dude.
Yeah.
That's a banger.
They got some bars,
No,
dude.
the Coliseum.
Dude, Family
In
Force
Texas?
5 sounds like
Oh,
a
here.
porn I
oh,
watched.
okay. Yeah.
It sounds like a squad
Yeah.
of stepmoms.
Where are these at?
But yeah, I watched
Where?
different. You know, it is interesting how hard people will go for any type of music,
Oh, yeah.
especially if there's the
Totally.
excuse to start to go nuts.
Yeah.
There was a
Oh,
dude
yeah.
in a banana outfit, you know, like those giant banana
Oh
suits.
yeah.
At the Christian Skillet?
No, at
Oh.
the punk show I just
Oh,
went to,
okay.
and he was beating the shit out of everybody, and it was
Fuck
so
yeah.
funny to see people just like, "Fuck that banana."
Fuck that banana.
That guy's an asshole. He looks a lot of fun, and he's not.
He might be chock full of potassium, but he's also a fucking dick.
He slipped every time I've gotten near that guy. He's a dick. I'm gonna split his ass. Yeah, no, he really did cause some. He ruffled some feathers.
When he left, did he peel out?
You're done.
Anyway, thanks for having me on. Okay, I'll see myself out.
Man, these guys could probably just do that back and forth all day.
The Punderdome.
Thunderdome.
2 men enter.
Yeah.
We should introduce our guests.
We should.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you guys for being on. This is Recreational Outrage podcast.
/ stretch yourself.
Stretch yourself.
Yeah.
Are we doing a collab
Yeah.
episode?
Yeah.
I like that you're
hope
not
so.
even.
Yeah.
Is that what's happening?
I mostly communicated that to you.
I think
Yeah,
that's why
yeah,
it's been so
crossover.
good. Is this not a Recreational Outrage episode? I'm just kidding. Thank you guys, and thank us for being on.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for having
Look at us all.
us.
Yeah.
Look at us go. We're
Hell
podcast.
yeah.
We're doing it, dude.
I have some questions about the shows you guys have been doing.
Yeah.
Because you guys
I
have been
love to
doing
talk
house
about
shows.
the things I've been doing. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jared Chandler and Patrick Trujillo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, we didn't do that. But the first off, it looked like you did a rad show up in Wyoming recently. That's tight.
Yeah, dude.
Congrats.
It was sick. Thanks.
That
It was
is
cool. Like, it's a new thing. Like, so Bandwagon Presents is like the production company that owns the Moxie and Stella's.
Okay.
So through them, that's who I've been working with for
Where
like the
you
last
do-
2 years. Where I do Stella's in Greeley.
The open mic once a month and the
once a
show.
month, every Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, when like we've had a couple of big headliners like come upstairs and like where we can sell good tickets at the Moxie. We've done Michael Palisak, Josh Blue, Sam Talent, and Mom's Unhinged upstairs.
Dude, Michael is sick.
He's so good.
I opened for him when he did the show here.
I saw he was like doing
Oh,
stuff
no
around
way.
here.
That's
yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, and
he's
he
so
was
nice.
super cool.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
even just in the green room, super chill.
Yeah.
yeah.
The host had asked what my credit was, and I for a while was just saying I like monster trucks. And that's how I want to be brought up.
That's funny.
And I go vroom, vroom, vroom right when I touch it.
This next comedian loves monster trucks.
Yeah. And it worked for a while. I thought it was funny. But somebody else in the room was like, whoa, you should say that for all of us. And I'm so willing. I just think it's funny. I'm like, cool, it's a good bit. But Michael was like, dude, you can't take his thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I've never heard anybody say that. Just let him have that.
Yeah.
And he like defended me even when I wasn't gonna.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
That's
Like,
right.
as a host, though, like I feel like that has to be a host decision where you're just like, I'm just gonna do this and not tell anybody.
Oh yeah, if you
And
did do
go
that
up
as a
and I was
bit.
like, this person likes small clown cars. You know, like,
Big Prius
something like
guy.
that, yeah. I like to do that as a host. Like if I have something, sometimes I'm not on and I can't think, and I'm just like, let's just get through this open mic, you know.
Yeah.
But like
100%.
But like sometimes I'm like, I got something for everybody, and it's like really fun. Yeah.
It makes it unique.
It makes it better.
It does, dude. Yeah,
especially when it's like there's one like there's some people who when they host open mic they'll do like 5 minutes in between every and that
Oh
sucks.
my God, that's too
But when
much.
someone can just go up and be like boom boom, here's the next
thing,
person,
and then
Yeah,
next
yeah,
person
yeah.
on.
That's-
It keeps
that's-
it going.
yeah.
We're having fun, and
Yeah.
and there's not always a ton of people there.
and then I feel like even if like the people who are doing the mic, like if you have a crowd,
Yes,
if
yeah.
the people who are doing the mic are bombing, but
Yeah.
you can go up and be like still getting a laugh,
Yeah.
it makes them want to stay longer.
Totally,
because
yeah.
they know that you'll make them laugh. Or like
Yeah.
it's still a funny environment.
yeah, and like we're all seeing the same show.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we're all
exactly.
seeing the
I
same
feel like
thing.
hosting is such like an underrated art. Like it is
Yeah.
Yeah.
like so much harder than
It's a
people
skill.
give
I think
credit
people are such in a hurry to be a feature or a headliner
headliner,
that
yeah.
they don't want to host.
Exactly.
But then it's like
That's
nope.
how you become like everybody
Yeah.
I know who's almost everybody I know who's like a headliner now.
Yeah.
Started somewhere hosting or continue to host something.
Yeah.
Like that's just how you get better, and that's
Right.
like how you continue to
It
grow.
helps you hone your skills.
Yeah.
Because you can tell. I feel like if when you host long enough, like it gives you an extra sense to see when like you're losing the room.
100%.
Like you need to do something to get it back. And when you're just doing 5 minute, 10-minute
and
sets,
you're comfortable like waiting to get them.
Yeah.
You know, like because like I go up cold every week, and like that's tough. But like I've learned not to just like panic.
Yeah.
You know, you just like sometimes it takes a while for them to get to know you.
Yeah.
And if you can stay in your jokes and like continue on, like you'll get them eventually.
Yeah.
And then like that translates really nicely to like opening sets and feature sets.
100%.
Because like I'll just wait 5 minutes or 2 minutes, and then like boom, now I'm having a good set.
I think
Like,
it makes you better as somebody to be booked as well
Yeah.
when you know how to interact with the host and
Yeah,
like
totally.
how
Play off the room a little
yeah,
bit.
you see if they're struggling or not or what's going on, and like you can relate at least a little more when you're like, wow, how about that table in the front or whatever it is, and they totally understand and they're like, I know, I'm trying. They're
Yeah.
you know, I think that it just like it's like being somebody who sells air conditioners but doesn't know how to do an air conditioner. Like you have to
Yeah.
know how the
That's
shit
a
works.
very good metaphor for it. Yeah.
Because it's the worst part of it. You know, you're not supposed to crush. Like as the host,
No.
you're not supposed
Yeah.
to be murdering.
No.
Yeah.
You're supposed to only be like a good
yeah.
You're
presence.
supposed to. Someone I can't think it might have been a Loonies, but someone described it to me as like you're not supposed to crush. You're supposed to introduce the idea of laughing to everybody.
Yeah.
You're not-
Because
yeah.
the audience
That's so true.
Yeah.
like want permission to laugh
Yeah.
at things.
Yeah.
And like that's like the point of
You gotta
hosting
invite
is
them
to
in.
like
Yeah.
Like,
give it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody gave me that tip recently too. It was just like you gotta kind of bring them in a little bit more, and I was like, oh, okay. So I just tweaked it a little bit, and I just started like kind of like asking. That's because like they say like, oh, don't ask questions and stuff
Yeah.
on stage, and it's like, well, if you're hosting, that's a great place to like ask questions and be like, has anybody done this or like
Oh, yeah.
tried this, and then like that kind of invites people to be like, oh, I'll pay attention. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna check out mentally or like go on my phone or whatever. Yeah.
I watched. You were there. Greg Fitzsimmons.
Oh yeah, we did go to that.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
the host noticed that the person in the front row? We both noticed it looked exactly like Greg Fitzsimmons.
Oh, yeah.
Like to the point where we were both like, "Holy shit, that's
wearing
Greg
the same
Fitzsimmons sitting in the
hat.
front row for his own show. That's so weird."
Yeah.
And then it obviously wasn't, because eventually Greg Fitzsimmons walks out. But every comedian that came out before and the host, everybody saw that, went like wide-eyed, and then was like,
I'm not gonna.
I have to let Greg have that.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like, because Greg, you could tell Greg walked out and goes, "Sir, come here."
Yeah,
and like
he brought him
instantly did it, brought him up on stage and was
Yeah.
like, "Look
Oh,
how we're
that's so funny.
Because everybody's definitely gone back and just been like, "Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about the guy."
You're fucking doppelgangers.
Yeah.
But you know, as a good host, like, and a comedian, the person, like somebody who does those things, you got to give that to the person
Yeah,
that
that's
it
true.
looks exactly like. In
Yeah.
the headline, you know, a good host knows that
Yeah.
it's not their moment to
Exactly.
crush there.
Yeah, totally.
Like, if he were to be like, "You look just like the guy who's coming later,"
Yeah,
wouldn't have had anywhere near.
he-
Everyone's
you-
like,
no,
okay.
you guys might not
Yeah.
remember what he looks like, but he's gonna be up here soon.
Yeah.
Sure.
I promise you, in 45 minutes, that's gonna be so true.
This show's gonna be so funny later.
And you guys, from hosting, you guys have been doing shows at the house.
Yeah, we just had the Marmalade show.
Yeah,
it was
we,
pretty rad.
We did the Marmalade show. It was super fun. It's but like even that, like it was like mostly our friends, but like
Yeah.
even hosting that, like it's like, oh man, like I want to make sure they're in it, you know, because like I invited comics and like we invited people that like we think are like cool and like funny and we want them to have a good time, and it's like, damn, if my friends suck, then, it's an interesting kind of dynamic in that way
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
when you
It's
have,
way
like,
more
people-
personal.
and we've done
Totally.
like that was, I think that was like maybe our second time co-hosting something together, because one time we co-hosted the date auction at
Oh yeah, in college.
in college.
Yeah.
And I remember that because we like prepared like we wrote for it and
Yeah.
stuff, and like we got together and then we did like an improvised we did improv like because he had to leave, so we did
Is this
improv
before
on
you
stage.
guys had done?
I was doing stand up, but
You hadn't gone up yet.
No.
Damn, so you guys have been homies since before comedy.
Yeah. We've
Okay.
been,
Really?
we've been
Yeah.
friends
Hell
since
yeah.
like 2016.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. Hell
we
yeah.
lived in the same dorms.
Yeah.
And
You just saw him bomb enough, and you were like, "Oh, I can do
I
that."
can relate.
he's seen me
like,
do so much comedy. Like he's seen me like 6 years ago doing comedy, and like I was doing talent shows for the UNC and stuff. Like
Totally.
trying to-
No shit.
And they do not respect comedy. It's
Oh,
like
they fucking
it's so
hate it.
annoying. They're like the first
They
year.
hate it, dude.
dude. Like that
That's
first
so
year
funny.
in the fraternity was like so sweet for me comedically, because like the talent program was like different than it was like the year after. So like the guy who was running it, he let me open for Pete Lee, like for
Oh,
the
nice.
freshman
Yeah,
orientation
because
night.
you were.
Because he knew because I was like the only
In
comedian
the-
on campus.
yeah.
And so he was like, "Hey, do you want to open?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I did like,
That's
I'm
so
actually
sick.
chilling, thank you. I did like 13 minutes and it was dope. And Pete was super nice. And then the talent show, I got to do like 5 minutes, like, and it's like 3 rounds, right? So I did 5 minutes, made it to the second round, didn't make it to the third round, but I still got to do that. But then the year after that, the talent show, they're like, you get 2 minutes. And I was like, then I'm just going to throw this away because you're not even giving me a shot here.
Yeah.
Like, and so I just did
New
like,
talent level. You know what I
yeah.
mean? That's newbie set.
yeah, but, I'm
But
going up
even
against-
worse, because at least at Comedy Works, it's a hot ass room.
It's
For
a hot
sure.
room, It's
And
all comedy.
Yeah.
But like, these
there's
are
no
talent
warming
shows.
needed to be done.
Yeah.
I'm going up against like these like singers and like dancers and stuff who
Real
are like,
talent.
Yeah, who are like who are like coming out putting their heart and soul
Yeah.
into everything. So I'm like, so I just go up there. I'm like, how long do I get? 2 minutes. Okay.
Oh wow, you went
Just take a
alternative
long-
with it.
Yeah, yeah, in front of, and it was like packed, like in the
That's awesome.
ballrooms upstairs. And I was like, "Fuck all of you, fuck
Damn.
this fucking contest."
Yeah.
Like I don't give a shit. I'm just here for the exposure,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah, but then there was a lot of we were in the same
That's badass,
fraternity,
dude.
and there was a lot of like performance opportunities through that. So like we had. We were doing a week-long fundraiser for Dog Days where we raised money for like an animal shelter, and one of the events is like a date auction where like the sororities like bid on the fraternity boys to
You
like,
sell off men and
yeah, basically, yeah.
That's sick, dude.
So,
Hell
some
yeah.
handsome men, yeah.
I-
and we
I-
co-hosted it.
I like there was
They didn't think you were sellable.
No, I was still in the auction too.
Oh, but no.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like,
Not him, yeah.
free is too much. So I'm gonna bow out.
Yeah.
No.
But do you want to do the improv part?
Oh well. I mean, like, so for the date auction, one of my favorite things that happened was at a date auction, one of our fraternity brothers cried because it's fucking.
Wait, what?
I don't. Yeah.
Because of how little
why?
he got.
No. So it was like one where it was like fraternities and sororities, and someone outbid him for like this girl he really
dang.
liked. So he cried in the fucking crowd in front of everybody. Dude.
Wow.
I don't
That's a
remember that.
harsh reality you have
Oh,
to
that's
learn.
hilarious.
That the richer guy
so
is
funny.
gonna get the girl.
Yeah, and
That's a harsh way to learn it too.
he was like, "But
A
I'm
little puss
affluent
boy.
and white. I thought I got whatever I wanted."
did the auction go well? Did you guys make a ton of money?
Yeah, we did, and like we did.
What do you do with
we
that?
had
Buy
fun.
other women?
You go on a date, like
I meant with the money.
Oh yeah, you take
Oh.
other women out on
Yeah.
dates. You take the woman you want to go on a date with.
no, that was all donated to the animal shelter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
went to a couple other dogs.
yeah.
Yeah. They weren't as good in bed, but they were still nice.
Real good pups. But yeah, that was like one of the first things we ever co-hosted together. And then we had a house show on New Year's Eve last year inside.
I was on that.
You were,
Yes.
I don't know if you remember, but Dana
do.
passed out on the
He
stairs.
did, yeah.
Dude,
On the
oh my
stairs first,
God.
and then he fell asleep on the couch for the rest of the night.
So
Just passed out on a couch. I told him when he came over, and I was like, you can't do that again. Like,
dude, no, fucking Dana. I like didn't know him at all. I'd maybe seen him at like 2 open mics.
Yeah.
And then at the New Year's
dude.
Eve show, all of my I'm like the only white sibling I have. Like all of my siblings are like super Hispanic.
I was interested. I was curious at how that happened at the party. I was just like, who invited the family? I don't know. I don't know anybody that looks like this part of the. Where did this come from?
Yeah.
There's little kids running around.
Oh, dude, yeah. I brought my nephew up. That was cool.
It was awesome. But you are
I
right.
forgot about
That's funny
that.
that your family was
I was
there.
so distracted.
But fucking
Yeah.
so my sisters
host
all
on that.
went out to the car for like to grab a buzz bomb or something that was in there, and Dana was just like, "Where are all the Latina women going? Where are all the Latinas going?" And I was like, "Dude, shut the fuck up. Those are my sisters, dude.
Yeah.
Like, shut up. You're
Yeah.
in my house." And he was just
idiot.
like, "Those ain't your sisters. Those are Latinas." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, calm down."
Oh
Yeah.
my
You
god.
You did that pretty good.
He did much better at the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was less belligerent.
Yeah, and then but that one was outside, and we needed seats, and I was like, "Oh man, I've been sitting on these Texas Roadhouse benches that I took when I used to work there for like
You just
years."
took 'em?
Well, they were throwing them away.
Okay.
but they were getting new ones.
Yeah.
But but
It's like as customers were about to sit, you took them out.
No, thank you. That was another story. I wish. But no, I literally just was like, "Oh, I'm taking these." I stuffed them into my Honda Accord, like, and I took 2 trips to get like 8 of them.
It fit. They fit.
Like like side, like they were
Damn.
like sticking
It was
out.
like
and
just
stuff.
like the top, like cushiony bit of like a
Yeah.
booth or something.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so and I stashed those in my parents' garage for like 5 years.
Fuck
and
yeah.
then every year I moved, they were like, "When are you gonna get these out of here?" I'm like, "I don't have space for them right now, but I promise this is gonna pay off one
Someday
day."
I'm gonna need them.
Yeah, someday I'm gonna need
I
these.
swear to God.
And
Just go ahead and bench
I
those.
went over and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna need these."
God, I bet your dad was stoked. Was he stoked?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and he was stoked too because I was like, "Fuck, how am I gonna attach legs to all of these and stuff?" And he's like, "You don't gotta do that. Just use a Home Depot bucket." I'm like, "Oh, this is why you're my dad."
Yeah,
Like-
yeah,
I thought it was because he fucked your mom, but
I thought it was when he nutted.
Yeah, it's because you raw dogged your mother, dude.
What if that's the first time I knew about that? I was like, "What?"
no, my mom's not like that.
My mom's a virgin, dude.
I always thought my mom was gay. Actually, That's crazy.
My dad would never. They don't get along.
Yeah, not his type.
Where's the Latino one?
Where the Latinas at?
That's so funny. All right. I wanted to say thank you for helping with the camera last night.
Oh, what very little help I offered. I
Yeah.
was just like, I was learning with you, dude. I was just looking over your shoulder like, Okay, like, well, I know that number looks low, so
It's funny because we're both people that
that's not what it usually looks like on mine, but if you know,
100%.
That's what I would do.
We both probably identify as people that can record and take photographs, but not knowing how to do a camera is so funny. Both of us
so
looking at it like,
it's so
fuck.
embarrassing, dude. Because like I try to talk shop with other like real photographers and stuff, and they, as soon as they start getting into it, I'm like, "That's cool, man. Like, nice, cool." Yeah.
He just walks up to Stonic and he's like, "How about that shutter speed?" Huh?
yeah, just throwing out words.
Honestly, not far off from how I interact with Sonic. I just go,
ISO.
dude,
ISO good at photography.
Yeah,
Ayo.
I look at they really are cut from the same cloth. Dude. That's so funny. Yeah, I kind of approach it the same way I look at you and how you do sound effects so well at roast battle is the same way I talk to Stonic, where I'm just like, I'm just in awe of how you pull this off. Like, I don't know how you learned how to do this, but it's impressive to watch. So
Yeah, but you've been practicing. You've been doing a lot of photography.
yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm getting more into it for sure.
Yeah.
It's been fun. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm about to like. put
That's
it
how
out
you get
there.
better is doing it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I just do it for like if I can get paid, that's great. But if not, like I love the experience too.
Yeah.
Actually, how I learned I was ugly is he gets better at photography, but I still look like shit.
Yeah, the photos are less blurry.
It's not a his.
He's being
It's not a
modest, dude.
him.
He's a little
thing.
cutie and he knows it.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
No, dude, seen enough pictures that Jeff had taken of me from a weird angle on stage is why I went back to the gym, to be honest with you.
Taken by Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff who?
Stonic.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The one we were talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You
why
know
is
the
Jeff
guy,
Cohen
the
taking
only
photos of
Jeff.
me?
That'd be weird. He probably has. to be
Yeah.
honest.
So,
You don't want to see his pictures.
Yeah, I don't want to see any of Jeff's pictures of
all,
her,
yeah, the dark rolls, the slides he doesn't post. I can only imagine. So how you were talking about like throwing out the lingo and trying to
Yeah.
like fit in with just even the words.
Yeah.
I am gonna go to Fish coming up, and I've never been. And
Oh,
like
yeah.
when
Oh,
people
really?
meet me or know me, they're like,
what day are you going?
seriously? I'm at Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
But-
Both days.
They're like,
Yeah,
seriously?
at least. They're doing 4 nights. I would love to go to all 4. I'm gonna go hang out in the lot on Thursday and hope for a miracle. You know, just like
You'll probably get one, dude.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm even just taking drugs in the lot and hanging out because
Yeah.
it's the only show they allow the like Shakedown Street where they like block off the parking lot and allow everybody to set up tents and sell like merchandise and there's like grills and shit. So
Have you ever been to that?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I couldn't get in last time.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
took too much drugs and
Yeah.
When you said fish, I was like, I don't know. And then when you said drugs, I was like, actually,
oh well, that's yeah. You have
It's a
to.
big drug crowd.
it is a big drug crowd.
They go hand in hand.
What are they doing? Caffeine?
I think
Something
they're
heavy?
doing nitrous.
Big yeah.
The old
Yeah.
tanks of it.
Yeah, cold ones.
Yeah.
But we so there's Fish has a ton of lingo, like an absurd amount. And you remember me bringing this up last time when I tried to go that like every time somebody uses lingo I don't know and I feel like they're bullying me. You know, like I'm outside of the loop kind of stuff. So like one guy, because Kellen is a big Fish head.
Yeah.
So Kellen got me in a group of them and was like, I asked like, is there anything I should know? And one of them was like, don't forget your shoes. And I was like, well, obviously, yeah.
on.
And he was
What are you
like,
talking
no, dude, that's lyrics. And I was like, I don't fucking. And then
Thanks.
And then they're like, "You're not a real mackerel." I guess not. I guess not. I don't know.
You're not a real mackerel. That's so good.
yeah.
Dude, that's how I feel like so often, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
And then-
I
so
forgot who
last
we were
night-
just talking about, but I didn't know.
totally-
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Yeah.
When you forgot we were talking about Jeff Stonic a minute ago, dude, I saw that you didn't know who I was talking about so much, and I was like, have I been calling Jeff the wrong name?
That's why. Well, I don't know why, because there's like 4 Jeffs. And
That's
like,
true. That's too many
yeah,
Jeffs.
Yeah, I like to call people by their last name a lot.
Yeah.
And people go, who? And I go, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was figuring out right which nights to go.
Yeah.
And I was, like I said, Saturday, Sunday. And Kellen messaged me just the other day. He goes, well, of course, you never miss a Sunday show. And I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently that's a big phrase. Like you never miss a Sunday show. It's like a bumper sticker in the fish community, I guess. And so when I last night was talking about it with some fish people, I was like, well, I'm thinking Saturday, Sunday. And they go, well, you never miss a Sunday. I was like, what the fuck? You guys have all this.
You can ask fish about, like, you can ask them about the lingo and all that. But as soon as you ask them what their favorite fish song is, they're like, oh, I just go to the concerts, dude. I have no idea.
I like the one where they play guitar for 10 minutes uninterrupted.
Dude, one time a lady told me she's like Fire on the Mountain. I was like, bitch, that's a fucking Grateful Dead song. Like, that's not even like,
Like, that's a wing.
you just like their cover of it.
Yeah.
Take out the part where I said bitch, please.
Wait, no, let's double down on that.
Let's what else should we talk about? It's funny that you mentioned buzz bombs, just because I was thinking about playing a game, and I don't know if it'll go well.
Let's play it.
I like
But
games.
so the liquor store up the road, it's pretty cool because it's half liquor store, half weed shop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So like you walk in to get beer and it smells like weed. It's pretty sweet.
Hell yeah. I feel like I look like I smell like weed and liquor. So, so that's my kind of place.
Yeah.
You were conceived in like the back of that office.
Yeah. I was conceived in the back of an 84 Honda CRV or something.
You kind of look like you were conceived in a dugout, to be honest with you.
I know. Right now I do. Yeah, my mom found out what a real baseball bat looks like.
Oh my god.
That was our first Woody.
But
Anyway.
Did not strike out.
the liquor store, they do these like Ziploc bag party packs, and you know how like at the dollar store there's like those bags that are like goodie funds random mystery packs, but these are like you can see what's in it, and it's just like obviously racially charged bags of like, I know who's gonna like this one.
It's like, all right, this one's like, you know, like
Buzz bombs,
some buzz bombs, some Fireball. That's for the girlies. This one's a Hennessy and Ciroc.
Yeah, dude, there was one that was literally like Kool-Aid liquor, like little grape shooters. And then there was one with like Modelo's and like little soccer balls that you could like flick back and forth. It's so funny that they are going that
Just like
obvious
pencil
about
thin
it.
fake
Yeah,
Probably a big
mustaches.
seller.
Yeah,
It probably makes a
works,
lot of
dude.
money. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. If you buy the one
blunt
with like
wraps
Modelo
in the bag, dude. I'm
No,
not
that's
even
what I'm
kidding.
Say the
my
Hennessy one probably has Dutchess in it.
Switchblade.
Yeah. Oh.
You gotta open it up.
A dad. No.
This is where your dad lives.
The one with like Modelo comes with like a high vis vest. You're gonna need this.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's got like one of those
No,
like
I'm Mexican. I can say
the
it.
rest of that.
the michelados or whatever.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Those come with like one of
Michelados.
those window washing.
Comes with squeegees.
Yeah.
Squeegees in a spray bottle.
Did you guys see how like so they just had their election, right? Did you guys notice that the Venezuela just had their election?
Yeah.
No.
Venezuela and Mexico, they just elected their first female president in Mexico.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Jewish.
she is Jewish.
Yeah.
I was like,
Do you know that
We steal
the
everything from the
26
Mexicans.
other candidates or something like that got assassinated?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, in Mexico, yeah. And then this lady won.
Seems
I'm
suspicious.
sure she had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
26. I mean,
It was
that's
something like that.
You know-
22.
To write
It was
off.
like 22. So, yeah.
crazy.
The weather was suspiciously good the day the election was held.
But it rained all before that.
Yeah.
And all the primaries, she didn't win. It was boring, dude.
Genius.
Damn.
That is how you really take control.
That's what all the movies tell me. So if you want to win, you can't just win honestly.
No, and the
You
fact
gotta-
that
you gotta
Mexico
kill people.
had a female president first makes it seem less cool now.
No, if it means anything,
it makes
I would
us
vote.
look bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're kind of hack.
We've just
Yeah.
never put a Latina on the ticket. I
Yeah,
think
that's what we need is
that's
Latina.
where
Yeah.
we're falling short.
A Jewish Latina.
If we got a
That's
Jewish
connected
Latina,
to the cartel.
Exactly, dude. It's like she's a doctor and she can fucking cook a torta or something.
Yeah.
We just need to go to a few
Could you imagine
quinceañeras.
they go to like a presidential, like when they have to speak from the Oval Office and it's just some lady cooking a torta?
Dude, tell me that TikTok wouldn't be the most popular.
Oh man.
Do you think when the Mexican president comes out to like give a speech, like the music that plays beforehand is just like shh, 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 shh,
They have a live mariachi band.
Yeah, just follows him everywhere he goes.
Yo, did you guys see at the Mets game there's a mariachi band playing fucking Higher by Creed?
No, I
Wow.
didn't see that.
Oh, it's fucking sick.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I
Actually.
kind of want to see that.
Yeah.
It's cool as hell.
Yeah, that's not the collab I expected.
It's so much better than the normal song. It's fucking awesome.
I've been 180 days into Duolingo, and
Wow.
I thought you were gonna say you've been 180 days sober from Creed. That's cool that you keep track.
no, I've been getting higher.
Oh, trust me, brother. but 180 days on Duolingo.
Yeah, and I should be able to sing all the lyrics, but I can't. That would be cool if that's how I practiced,
I did
though,
a
was
full
through
year
Creed
on
lyrics.
Duolingo, and as soon as my streak went away, I was just like, oh fuck.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I can't get back, and like, and
It's
then-
like breaking
and I don't
sobriety,
feel
I
like I've
imagine.
learned very much. Like, I did it for a full year, and I'm like, and my girlfriend would always quiz me like, say it in Spanish, and I'm like, I really don't know. Like, I know how to do the games on my phone, but I know how to beat those, but I don't know how to.
I know, it's
actually say
really just
sentences.
process of elimination.
Yeah, it is.
Like Duolingo, if you just get really good at picking the right one.
Yeah, you just get good at taking tests. You don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Yeah.
I couldn't say anything to anybody in my neighborhood. That's
See,
for sure.
When I worked at my first job was Wendy's, and there was like a bunch of Hispanic ladies that worked there, and so I would always ask them like how to say things in Spanish, and I was like the guy on the drive-through, and so like I would always I would always like when people would tell me their order, I would be like, I don't fucking care, and they would always make them laugh. I don't know why, but so then I asked them how to say it in Spanish, and it's supposed to be like no main porta, which is I don't care, but I was always saying no main. I don't know how I was saying it a little bit wrong,
Low main.
and I figured out eventually that they were laughing because I was accidentally saying "not my door" instead of "I don't care." I was just always yelling that around Wendy's.
no
Not
me
my
porta.
door.
Yeah,
Not in my house.
yeah,
You want a what? Not in my house.
yeah,
A fucking baconator. Get real.
yeah.
Get it.
No me porta.
Not at my fucking door.
Yeah. Anyway,
What have you guys been up to? Is Howie still a thing?
no,
Oh man.
yeah, it's,
Fuck.
I think it's dead, dude.
Why?
Do you guys remember
I don't
that
wanna-
show where that chick?
You don't want to get into it?
It's yeah. That's all
That's
the
old news.
all the things that the stuff the drama
Yeah.
accompanied with it has passed. So I'm gonna let it
That's
pass.
fair.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
I know how that is.
yeah. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
guys remember the show at Howie's where there's that old lady that
The-
was so fucking drunk?
And she ripped her pipe.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah. I do remember that.
That's
I literally
fucking
just walked
crazy.
in right when that happened.
That was so crazy.
Yeah.
I was like,
Because you were hosting, right?
Yeah, it definitely felt like I fucked up somehow. Just like the fact that you had just gotten there and then a lady decided to smoke weed inside
yeah.
and I was in charge. I was just like,
Crazy that that's not when they shut it down. Like, you know what I mean? Like a
they were
lady.
like, let's keep this going.
Yeah,
I like the vibe. Here.
that's true. I mean, that is an average Wednesday on an Applebee's.
yeah. Or like when I told the guy, there was one time this guy wouldn't stop talking, and he was a regular, but we ended up being friends. But he wouldn't stop talking, and then so I started talking back to him. And like I asked him if he had kids, and then I asked him how old they were, and he was like 26 and 21. And I was like, thank God you fucking stopped touching them a long time ago, you know. And like they got a laugh, but he got pissed,
I
dude.
think you told me this.
Yeah.
He got mad?
Yeah, no, he
He
like
was
tried
like,
to.
I still touch them actually.
Yeah. Well, he tried to come on stage.
You think my kids are too big for me to touch them?
Yeah, and like the little bartender that worked there then like stood in between us and stuff. And I was like, Maggie, just fucking
No.
go back behind the
way.
bar. It'll be okay. And then I was like friends with that guy. But it's crazy that like that never got me any trouble.
Caught him on a
But-
bad day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just like, I actually just tried to call my son and it went to voicemail.
Yeah.
He won't talk to me anymore.
That's probably exactly something that happened, dude.
I heard-
fucking comedian.
Yeah.
It is a bummer that Howie's is done. I've heard they kept the list of all the people that made fun of her. The Howies did.
There's a list.
Yeah, of all the people that made jokes.
I have the list.
But I think that they wrote down the names and they call it Angie's List.
No, Adam did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that joke's been done already.
Yeah.
Well, it's just
I took a swing.
Adam's the one who wrote Angie's List on it and said it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the dead lady's name was Angie.
That's what I was
Oh, she's
going
dead
for.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was her wake.
That was the
What's the
she wasn't
lore?
she wasn't
so
awake.
There was a wake. There was a wake at the bar at Howie's earlier in the day.
Yeah.
And it was all the decorations were still up when I got there at like 8:30.
So was the food.
So they left food for us specifically for the comics.
That was very sweet.
Yeah, very sweet. And then
But what was weird, I mean, I will be honest. So by he means the stuff was still out. I mean, it was like, like when a kid does a science project and there's a cardboard
yeah,
thing
there was a whole vigil for her, like
with candles lit
Yeah.
and flowers
Casket
and
was
wow,
still
they
there.
left
Yeah.
everything
people
but
were like writing notes to her and fucking,
literally everything but a
No.
casket.
Yeah. So I knew immediately once I walked
Open
in, I was
mic,
like,
more like open casket. Did that get done?
That's who started it.
Did that get done?
Was that got done 3 times during his set? He said it at least 3 times during his set, and he was first. So anyway,
In all fairness,
so I walked. I just by looking at the room, like I knew it was going to be talked about, and so I told one person personally, like, please don't, like, let's just not do this. I said it like at the table where everyone signs up, and I said it outside where everyone was smoking, like, let's just not, because I know the regulars will use this as an excuse to get mad because they obviously love this lady, so just leave it alone.
yeah.
That's why they had the whole thing
And
there.
then the very first person who I talked to personally about it made their entire set about it. And then all these other people did it. And then,
But to be fair, it crushed, right?
yes.
It crushed. And so every comic, tell me you do your own material, starts to bomb. You're just like, fuck it. I'm going to go for the thing that everybody's been crushing with all night.
Yeah.
times I've
yeah.
done
The thing
material
is-
at Howie's.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
They don't usually respect it as
Yeah,
much as just
yeah.
like fucking around.
Yeah. So, but then one comic, and I won't say their name anymore, but one comic,
Anymore.
one comic decided it would be a funny little joke if she told all the comics coming in that if they wanted the food, they had to do a minute about the dead lady. And so then I had all these like super shitty open mic, who like the definition of open micers, going up and be like, I fucked Angie to death. And then like,
Just not telling good jokes.
yeah, so then it was just like over.
not
and
crushing
then,
anymore.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Angie
Fuck.
said my dick was killer.
Yeah, exactly. That kind of shit, dude.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
Rest in peace.
rest in
Howie's.
peace, Howie's. Yeah.
And that person, that
Rest in
comic's name was
pussy.
Patrick Trujillo.
Yeah. You're banned
I watched someone almost get banned from Walmart.
from
Yesterday.
Walmart. How do you
What?
get? Wow, were they smoking meth naked or something?
I know.
How do
You'd think
get
you'd have
banned?
to be pretty. No, it was just the threat. They were threatening people.
Hmm.
It was like, honestly, I came in on it a little late. You know when you like catch a Karen moment, just like tail end. I really wish I had seen it from the beginning.
You just yeah.
You saw it. Oh, let's go.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Were you,
finish
were
your
you
story.
also at Walmart?
You got
No,
me.
no, I have. This isn't a Karen
got
moment,
banned.
but I got to tell the story. But go ahead. Sorry.
It was
just
just-
popped into my head, and it's perfect.
I thought about pulling out the phone. It was that good, where it was
Really?
like I could put this on TikTok, get a couple likes for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
But I feel like that only escalates things, which
Yeah.
is really fun because it was like a guy and a lady arguing, yelling at each other at the counter, and there was a couple where the boyfriend was like looking at DVDs and he kept chiming in, and it was so funny because the girlfriend kept like, "Shut up!" They're obviously like about to fucking punch each other, and the boyfriend was just doing stuff like, "Who fucking shit in your cereal this morning?"
I wish he would have referenced the DVDs he was looking at. Like he pulls out Austin Powers and he's like, I don't think you make her very randy, baby.
He pulls out Pulp Fiction.
He's like, that's not a
Who
royalty.
fucked you in the ass?
Yeah, that's so funny. It's so good. Oh man, the idea of like riffing off of all the different movies and using the lines.
Just
Yes,
while
dude.
assault
Yeah.
is happening.
Just pulls out Friday. You got knocked the fuck out, bitch.
He pulls out Terminator. He'll be back with weapons. Look at this guy. He's clearly upset.
Pulls out Freaky Friday.
Switches places with the girl.
And then it really becomes a learning experience for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine actually getting to like see people really that upset with each other. I mean, that's really what happened with even that guy. Is you guys started very upset at the bar. The guy you called a pedophile who fucked his kids.
Yeah.
But then you became friends.
Yeah, we kissed somehow.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful.
Yeah. So I was doing Grubhub the other day, and like usually when you order Grubhub or when you deliver Grubhub, people want you to just leave it at their door and not bother them. But this yesterday, this guy wanted me to hand it to him, and so I'm going up to his door, and he's like this super old white guy, and I hand him I'm like, hey, thanks, man. You know, it's cool. I don't usually talk to people because everyone, you know. And I go to walk away, and he's like, hey, man, how long have you been doing this? And I was like, oh, about a year. You know, he's like,
chat.
yeah, but no, he wanted to recruit me. Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, oh, about 1 year or so. And he's like, it's good to see a white one for once. I was like, what, dude? but he had a little kid with him, dude. He had a little kid with, like, I assume his grandson, and the kid was black, and like he was just like, I mean, I don't, you know, I just feel like they're coming in and taking all our jobs. I never see any white guys driving around anymore, and I'm like, yeah, man, strange world we live in.
He was like, anyway, I'm going to a rally later.
Yeah, I left, dude. I got the fuck out of there.
Could you help me move this cross into position before you leave?
You got any gasoline?
That's wild.
Man. Yeah.
It is crazy to.
Can you help me burn this kid?
You got a rope?
So anyway, I caught one.
Oh my god.
This one wasn't very fast.
It felt this one doesn't have an extra bone. All right.
I caught
We gotta stop. I don't think this is what he does on Stretch Yourself.
you clearly haven't listened to Stretch Yourself. That's all it is.
But yeah, dude, when he said like, I'm glad to see a white one, I was just like, I felt like
You knew.
I felt like he was being racist towards me almost. Dude. I was like, oh my god, like it felt horrible. Like I don't know.
I get nervous.
Yeah, I'm 30% Jew, dude. Like,
True.
Yeah.
That's right.
but it was so weird, dude. It was so like.
I like when I get like a job interview or something, like people read my name without knowing what I look like, and they're like Patrick Trujillo. And then sometimes when it's like an old white lady and I walk up, she's like visibly like
Relieved.
she's like saying, good.
Yeah.
The safest hire we could have ever imagined.
Yeah. This is DEI.
Yeah. As long as the name is there.
We're not even going to ask their gender.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing is they're like, all right, well, he's white, but is he a he? That's the next thing I need to find out.
Was he always?
Yeah, was he
Was
always?
it Pat or was it always Patrick?
Does he suck his roommate's dick?
Hey,
Tune
there's
in
no,
next week.
Yeah.
there's nothing gay about fucking polishing your boys off.
Yeah, dude, a good
just a good
non-polish.
roommate.
Yeah, exactly. My boys are
Speaking
bowling
of,
balls, and they need to get polished.
like crazy unhinged people. Like we did Stella's last Thursday, and I was out barking, and like I see a guy like out on the street, like kind of like he's shirtless, and he's like swinging a big stick around.
You thought this is the guy that needs to see comedy.
Yeah. I was like, let's get this guy on stage.
I may have found the next Luis Martinez.
That's what we need, dude.
He's
Another.
like throwing it down on the street and stuff, and I was like, that's weird, but he'll be gone soon. And then like show doesn't start for another like 45 minutes or something. So I'm going around, and then I go downstairs, and then Josh Emerson's headlining. He comes downstairs, and he's like, yeah, when I came in, there's like a weird guy shirtless with a stick out front. I'm like, that guy's still there? And he goes, you know about this guy? And I'm like, I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check on it. Like I was gonna do something about
Yeah.
it.
You're going to go find a stick.
Yeah.
You need to
Well,
find a
I
bigger
go out.
stick.
Yeah, I'll be back with my car. And, like, I go out, and sure enough, he's just out there, and I was
Still
like-
swinging?
He was just kind of walking around with it, and I
Okay.
was like,
Patrolling.
and I didn't know what to do because like I was like, do I handle this or do I get help? And so I just go like, you okay, man? He goes like, yeah, and I'm just like, all right, well, keep it cool. I was like, I don't know what to say, so I walk away. But as I was walking away, I could kind of hear like that wasn't the right thing to say, and he was going like, fuck you, fucking. And I was just like, oh fuck. So I go downstairs and immediately go to the bartender. And I go, what do we do about the crazy guy with the stick out front? And he goes, who? And I'm like, blonde kid, like short guy, like he's shirtless carrying a stick right now. And they both go like, oh, that guy's 86 from here. He's so fucking weird. Like he. Like,
I was so hoping they were going to be like the ghost of Theodore Roosevelt.
yeah.
The guy that said,
Who carries a
"Be
big
quiet
stick?"
and have a big stick." Just is outside of the bar right now? No way.
Oh man, he's always around here. That's why, it's when there's a full moon out. That's why. But
Did
no,
you
they
did you
called the
touch the
cops.
crystal?
They called the cops, but they.
Oh yeah.
They said unless he comes in, they can't do anything.
He's swinging
Yeah.
a stick around.
Okay,
It's
well
just
here's
like, dude, I don't have very many
has the
people
right to
here
bear arms, dude.
as it is. Yeah, fucking Jesus Christ, like.
a well organized militia of one.
You know, like I'm like I have a hard enough people like it's been slow because
Yeah,
of like
yeah,
summer, so I'm
yeah.
like I'm trying to get people in the door. So like anybody who's curious about coming into for the arcade and like checking out the show isn't gonna want to
Fight the
be
guy
on the
with
same
the
side of the
giant
street
stick,
as this guy. Yeah, so I didn't know what to do, but it kind of made me upset. I was like I kind of want to beat this guy's ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I do like that it's just like a universal experience. Like you can be fucking experiencing psychosis, but like as a dude, you're like, that stick's pretty cool.
Dude, honestly, I was kind of like, where'd you get that stick? That's a really good one. Like,
kind of jealous.
yeah, it wasn't like a 2x4 or anything. It was just like, it was like a tree stick, but it was straight.
Yeah.
And it was just a good stick, you know?
I think that's something. So when I was at summer camp, we took over. So the YMCA abandoned the place, and then this
shit.
like that we were at summer camp for years. It was 50 years at this place. It was super OG. And the year that they left, there was like this millionaire who used to be a counselor was just like, fuck it, let's just buy it and do whatever we want. And like one of our biggest like rules was that we weren't allowed to tell kids don't pick up sticks, because something that the YMCA was like, never pick up sticks. And we were like, dude, we're kids in the woods. We're going to fucking pick up
oh,
sticks.
yeah.
And so I get it where it's like, you
Dude,
can't,
yeah.
I mean, the cops can't do anything because like at the end of the day, you don't want cops to just be looking for people who pick up sticks.
Yeah, well,
You know,
it wasn't that he was
imagine-
holding a stick; it was the way he was holding it.
threatening.
Yeah, he was walking, and he's clearly like,
You would think that they would be able to be like telling to move along.
right, exactly. Yeah, just
is that-
drive by. Just
Yeah.
be in down. You're down here sometimes anyway
Yeah.
for shit that goes down here.
I mean,
What
'cause
if
he
you
was white.
what if you put a carrot
Yeah,
at the
I
end?
don't
it's illegal to loiter.
Right,
but-
exactly. But
But maybe the
Put, like,
excuse is because it's like a
light bulb with some
downtown.
meth at the
yeah,
end.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You put a
It's
meth
just
pipe at the
frustrating.
end attached to a
That,
rope.
that rarely
Yeah,
happens,
he
but
could-
when it does, it's just like I
God.
wish I could just take this into my own hands. That's not good.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. But yeah, when I was a kid, I was in Boy Scouts, and we used to find the coolest like pieces of driftwood or whatever that looked like a
Oh, it
gun
was
or something. And also,
a game.
as far as like those
Where the
rules
fuck
where
are you
it's like,
finding driftwood?
or not, I'm just
All
describing.
right,
the
boys,
kind of
pull
wood
out your
it is.
sticks.
Yeah, let it rest on the water.
Yeah, who's got the coolest one?
Yeah.
Jamal
No,
again.
I'm just describing the type of wood it looked like.
I was
yeah.
like, what the fuck?
It was like
Where'd
it would
you
be
find
like
an
a
ocean
piece of
in
a tree that
Colorado?
like broke off, but it's not like a straight piece of stick. It's like a weird looking knotted,
Petrified
thing.
a little.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
yeah.
gotcha.
But like those rules, whenever you go camping, and they're like, you can't have hammocks because it damages the trees. I'm like. Look at all the like really like like I've seen trees fuck up trees worse than like my little like strap is going.
Yeah, what
to.
about the bear?
Yeah, what about the bear that's just like he's part of nature, I'm part of nature, just let me hang my hammock.
Yeah.
I'm on
So
mushrooms right now.
I could
like,
pee on it, but I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
I learned three things in fucking when I was a Boy Scout camp counselor, and one of them that
You were a
stuck with
camp
me-
counselor?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Did that for a summer. It was like literally being in jail. You couldn't leave.
It's
They
terrible.
didn't pay you anything. It sucked.
And the Boy Scouts are so strict.
Oh,
Like
dude.
they're like, you're in nature, you get to learn stuff, but like here's all the rules that come with it too. I'm
Dude.
like, this isn't fun anymore.
Bad
You're not
Boy
letting me do
Scout
anything.
summer.
They fucking took one look at me and were like, "Yeah, you might be in the woods, but you're teaching computers."
Yeah, for real.
It's
You're just
crazy
a
how many.
visitor in our land here.
So that millionaire, right? He specifically was everything against that. Like, not only did we not have any technology, like he was really against it, but like, have you ever seen Wet Hot American Summer?
Yes, I love that movie.
Okay, thank you. Perfect. It is so good. It's so funny. You know the scene when the nerd goes up to the kids and he's like, "Where are the sci-fi, like the fantasy, the indoor kids?" And then they're like, "Oh, over there," and it's all the dorks over there.
Yeah.
So that millionaire started a company called the Outdoor Kids. mocking
nice.
the idea of we are not the indoor kids.
That's funny.
No way.
yeah, it
Sounds
was
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
That's a cool
it is
dude.
pretty wild.
Yeah.
Summer camp is supposed to be that. That's crazy that
Yeah.
they were pushing
There's
you
supposed to
guys
be
to do
risks.
typing classes.
Yeah.
Like,
they
but,
had
like,
me show them how to do
parents, like,
Excel spreadsheets.
They're worried about you, like if you get hurt. So because like one time my family and I were going to on like a family camping trip, so like 3 families and their kids, and like our van broke down or something. So like they said, you guys go ahead, we got to take care of this. So now like I'm being watched by like my friends' parents, and like if I like even stepped out foot of the RV with like no shoes on, they're just like, no, you can't. Like, and I'm like, I'm just being outside. Like, I don't want to put my shoes on every
gotta
time
let-
I go from this camper to this camper.
Right.
You won't let me keep them on inside the camper.
Yeah.
So, like, just that, like, helicopter parenting. It's
Yeah.
like, I get it. Like, if I get hurt, that looks bad on you because, like, my parents are going to be pissed off about it. But, like, or, like, when we went to Italy with Bryn's family, like, there was, like, this, like, this like cove or whatever where like it was like rocks and then like the water was coming in, right? She wouldn't let us like even like go like waist deep in, and I was just and like
And he got home safely.
Yeah. And he had a pleasant visit to Italy. Oh, fuck you, dude. I bet that sucked.
No, it is. Dude.
no,
Anytime
all
a
credit to
parent,
Stacey, like,
anytime
I
a
love
parent
her.
is crazy like that, dude, it gets me.
No,
Yeah.
but it makes sense, dude. So my fucking sister just graduated from high school, and one of her classmates went to Mexico on like a graduation trip, and he fucking got pulled out to sea and died.
Holy
It
shit.
happens.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it legit happens, and like literally, like the first thing anyone
Yeah,
said,
but that's
were
such
like,
a bigger story than
All
just
right,
a
I'm
fun
sorry I
time in
brought it up.
Italy.
Like,
No,
whatever.
No, but like to your point, it's like the first thing anyone said were like, what were the parents doing that were like there with them?
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what were they?
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Well,
How-
what were they wearing?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, was he slutty in the
Was he asking for the river to just take him?
yeah. But,
We-
if he looked less like a top, he wouldn't get hit by the, he wouldn't get
Sank
got
to
by
the
the
bottom.
undertow. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, how are you like?
Bad buoy
Like
summer.
when you take your kids like to do something, you know, like there's like fun activity like dirt bikes and stuff like that. Or,
Yeah.
like, there's stuff where it's like this is fun, but there's also like an element of safety involved.
Yeah.
Like how much freedom do you give your kids to do stuff? You know.
I mean, well, so like I have a 5-year-old and she's still kind of like, you know, you can't really do this.
Right. Yeah.
But my 11-year-old, I mean,
Is he extreme?
no, he's a little timid. He's a little timid on his own, which is
Okay.
maybe good.
yeah.
But I mean, I try to like,
Cautious.
yeah, I try to be like, dude, just like there's a, I don't know, we haven't really been around like dirt bikes and stuff. Oh, go like we rode a scooter from like to go to the ball arena, like wherever we
okay.
parked.
Yeah.
And I made him ride a scooter with me.
Yeah.
And he was freaking out the whole time. The whole time he's just like, dude, I'm gonna fall. I was like, dude, I got you, dude. Like it's
You were
gonna be
on it
fine.
together?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He was freaking out there. Like, so I don't know how he would do on
Yeah.
a dirt bike, but like
But like yeah, those types of things. You
like
know.
like there's like
Yeah.
a slide place, Slick. It's called like Slick Slitty by
Okay.
Carla Mills,
Uh-huh.
where they just have these fucking huge slides, and some of them are like you go up and you fucking go into the air and then land on a fucking like a giant like a jump pad or
It's
something.
like real life shoots
are
and
you
ladders.
sitting on like the burlap sacks or something?
Yeah, sometimes
It's
it's pretty
pretty
cool.
cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so like the whole time like I paid for this birthday party, he's just doing like all these little pussy slides.
Dude, do some of the big ones.
That's what I was. I was like, dude, go down that fucking slide.
Yeah.
Well, especially if it's just a slide.
I mean, they're pretty intense. I mean, they're fucking.
They're big.
Yeah, I mean, they're like.
That's a big slide.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Okay.
and you go up, and then it's like a 20-foot drop down.
What
So
did you say to convince him?
I paid for this, and you're gonna go. Yeah,
No son of mine just do a pussy slide.
that's not exactly what I said. But and I was like, I want to see you go down at least once, dude. Like, come
Yeah.
on, and he did eventually.
Okay,
but-
well, yeah, that's just what I'm curious about. It's just like
I try and push him, but at the
Yeah.
same time, like,
and all kids are different too.
yeah,
like,
some kids are way more gung ho.
Sure,
With
yeah.
like your 11-year-old being just more able to do things, like is your 5-year-old like, oh, I can do that too, like whatever
Yeah,
he does, like,
yeah.
she's
She
like,
she was
fuck
down
yeah.
to go on the big slides, but she's too small.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She
yeah.
was like, nice.
She's ready to
She'll
get
just
it.
lift
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, she'd just be gone, dude. Yeah,
She's gonna send it.
yeah, dude, she's crazy. My 5-year-old's gonna be worse than my 11-year-old. Sure, I can already see, dude. I can already
I
see
love
it.
that it like turns out that way. You know, like one kid will be like, you know, kind of reserved, pretty chill.
Yeah.
The other one's just like.
Well, I feel like the older kid thing too, where it's like, because I'm the oldest, and like
Yeah.
so growing up, like I was under the most.
You kind of get the brunt of like the
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So like I had to like convince my parents to let me
Like,
do a lot of things.
Older kids still like they're like when you're old, the first kid, your parents still think that like disciplining you is just like yelling at you as loud as they can. And then once they get to the middle kid, they're like, yeah, you know,
yeah. They ease the reins a little bit.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're so like they want to like not mess up. They
Yeah.
want to do a good job.
Yeah.
And then they realize what actually happens and how I turned out. And they're like,
Yeah.
oh, he'll be fine.
Yeah,
Like, they'll be
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
And like my younger sister, like we're very similar. And like I feel like she just like I trailblazed for her, and then she just like lives her best, fullest life. Like she's doing things at an age that like I never got to do because like she like anything I could do, like she can do better. Basically,
I can already see my daughter
Yeah.
doing things that's like, I don't know, things that like if I had been a boy in high school or middle school or whatever, like I would have been hurt by it, like because she was handing out invitations to her birthday party.
Oh, I
and
see.
There's this little boy who ever since preschool, dude, every day he's like, hi Layla, and like tries to sit by her and I was like, well, why don't you give him an invitation, you know, because like he is obviously your friend and he's obviously going to come.
Yeah.
And she goes, nope, my rules, my party, and just walked right by. And I was like, oh my god, I gotta feel sorry for this little like.
Oh, no.
I was like, all right, well, hey.
Damn. And there's no explaining that
She
like
can notice a simp, bro. She's like, no, dude, not this guy. Like,
Yeah. don't have sympathy for him, Dad.
You're like, no, you're actually right to have that instinct. Like,
Yeah.
that'll serve you well.
That's a good
later.
instinct to have. Yeah.
that's so tight. Wow, she's
She's 5. Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
So we're talking about siblings. I just had
A sibling?
yeah. My
just
mom's
had one.
pussy is
Whoa.
no,
Fertile.
I'm kidding.
Fertile?
Barren. No, we I've been watching a lot of X-Men. A ton of X-Men
yeah.
stuff. And the other day I was watching and Professor X said that his brother is Juggernaut, which I did not know.
Yeah.
That, like, so obviously it's like brains and body. That's kind of cool.
That's why Juggernaut knows to have the helmet.
Exactly. Yeah, because it keeps all the thoughts out and all that stuff. So and his real name is Kane.
Yeah.
So is it Kane and disabled?
That's fucking fuck, dude.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Isn't that crazy?
Fucking awesome.
I mean, you'd think one of them would have to be dead for the Kane and Abel thing, but obviously that's what they were going for, a totally different punchline.
Wow.
I never even thought about that.
Wild, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys see Deadpool?
Yeah.
What did you
Haven't
think?
yet.
Oh, what did you think, Patrick?
I thought it was good.
When did you see it?
When he smokes meth, that's my favorite part. Spoilers.
Yeah, when he kills all the Avengers and
Yeah, when
takes
he,
them from behind.
when he kills all the Avengers and has sex with Olivia Wilde on screen.
Yeah.
Wow, I really gotta get to this movie.
Yeah.
No, dude, my brother called me and was like, "It's so good," and it was like 11:30, and I was just like, "All right."
I went and watched
Nice.
it after
Okay.
we're doing Locust Cider. I went and watched it in Belmar.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Oh,
nice.
Hell yeah.
Good
My-
little double feature.
I thought it was
Yeah.
good, but the Deadpool parts were mid. I think everything X-Men was tight. So,
Okay.
but I've also been on a really heavy X-Men kick lately,
Yeah.
obviously.
Nice.
So, but like all of the X-Men shit was rad.
Probably
Yeah.
the next movie I'll see is fucking that.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, what is
Two.
it? It's the book
Dead
that
Man's Chest?
got turned into a movie that all the chicks are excited about.
Fuck, I meant
My
at World
girlfriend wants
End.
me to see it. It ends with us.
Yeah, that's 4.
It ends with us.
Yeah.
Is that the one?
The-
that his
the Colleen
girlfriend is in,
Hoover-
that Ryan Reynolds' wife is in, or whatever.
Yeah, Blake Lively. Yeah. That's the problem. I'm probably gonna see that tonight, actually, or
Hell
like
yeah,
this
dude.
weekend. Yeah.
Go watch a good domestic violence flick.
Slash sexual.
Takes his
fantasy.
girlfriend like, I could be doing this. I don't. You're welcome.
I'm
Appreciate
so
me.
glad you took me to this movie. So you can have a little perspective.
This could be us.
Yeah.
This could
But
be us.
It's not.
The other day
It ends with us.
The cycle ends.
With us.
Yeah.
we got dinner. It was me, Jared, and his girlfriend. And Jared's like, hey, let's watch a movie. And he turned on Love Lies Bleeding, or whatever. And so fucking Kristen Stewart's like finger blasting this fucking jacked shit.
Yeah, and we're all just sitting there quietly.
And his girlfriend was like, "Yeah, this was a great movie for the three of us to watch.
So
Thank you for
funny,
turning
dude.
this on."
I had that with
It was a good movie. I liked it.
Yeah.
me and
It's
Laura.
also got a
We
lot of
watched.
violence.
We went with her family. A couple like we were with like all of her cousins, and they're all super Catholic. And we put on Her. And
Oh, yeah.
he like pretty much has
yeah.
sex with the computer.
Yeah,
And so
it's
it was
such a slow burn too.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
If they're Catholic, they're used to a slow burn.
Yeah.
they get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are the kings of edge,
They are.
The Kings of Ed.
which would be
Yeah.
actually a pretty good Christian rock name.
Kings of Ed. And they're like, "Oh, you want this sermon? You're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have
Our
to
edge
hold
is
on."
so straight.
The straightest.
You want this deacon?
You want this deacon?
Before we go further, we should do any plugs if people want.
Oh yeah, and then I
Because-
have my signature questions.
Beautiful.
Yes,
Yeah, let's
dude.
do that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Should
I
we do
love
that
that.
first?
Yeah. Do you guys have anything you'd like to plug?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess just my Instagram, Patrick Trujillo Comedy.
Perfect. Hell yeah.
Follow it up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Mine is _ Jared Chandler on Instagram. Stella's is every Thursday in Greeley. Please come.
How far away of a drive is it
It's
from
only
Denver?
it's an hour.
It's an hour.
It's an
That's
hour.
not bad.
It's not bad at all. And like
I
everyone
think
treats
people
it like
do
it's
that.
a fucking
It's not a
ocean.
mountain drive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not at all. It's a straight
Yeah.
drive.
And I think people do that in any other scene just to get a mic
Very
on a
true.
normal night.
Very
so
true.
like we're spoiled by
We
having,
are.
but if you do the same room every single, open mic, it is nice to go try out something new.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
get up
and
there.
then come to the open mic. It's every last Tuesday. I think the next one is the 27th of August. And last month we had like our biggest turnout ever, like of comedians. Like we had 22 comics from all over the state, and like it was awesome. Like
yeah.
so, I really appreciated that.
It was great. We all get drunk and then we go to another open mic that's afterwards
Yeah.
in a bar.
And we bother everybody.
Yeah, they hate it. They want people to play music, and they're just like,
Yeah.
"Nope, you gotta listen to me."
Sorry, there are 10 comics that just walked in.
Oh, there's a mixed mic that you guys go to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we take over, dude. Like,
that's so funny.
Because when you're just the only comic on a music lineup, it's kind of like
It's super
hard.
intimidating.
Yeah, super intimidating. But then we kind of have a little show. Of
You end up going up and just doing this.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah.
How much time do I have? 2 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now he lets you go for a while too, because
Yeah.
he like doesn't know how to host comedy, so he just kind of lets you go.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's fun. And then actually next week we're doing Moxie upstairs, and the week after that instead of Stella. So we have Todd Berry next week, and then Jeff Dye the week after that.
That's dope.
So come out
That's
to
so
that.
sick.
Yeah. Yeah. And then my signature questions for my podcast is it's about stretching beyond your comfort zone. So can you think of a time, like it can be creatively, professionally, personally, like in a relationship or something, like where you've been stretched out of your comfort zone and what you learned about it?
I think it's super good to say yes to stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, especially stuff that you're not even into. Like music, like if it's a band
Yeah.
that you have no interest in, that means that you're not going to be disappointed if they don't play a certain song.
Exactly.
Or you're
true.
not going to be bummed if it's like, like you're just there to enjoy whatever happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have a fresh
So
perspective.
yeah, and you're not like, wow, they kind of suck live. Like
Yeah.
you'd have no clue.
Right.
So
yeah,
it's,
no biases.
Have you done that recently? Have you just,
All the
went
time.
and checked out a band?
yeah,
that
I
you, like,
love no stakes concerts.
Oh,
cool.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. Especially like it's pretty affordable down here too. Like honestly, like the Denver scene, like go to like the Marquee or something, it's maybe like a $10-15 ticket even.
Yeah.
sometimes.
Nice.
Like
Yeah.
check so much
And,
stuff out.
and I've had like my favorite concert experiences where I had like no expectations, where I just like went in like whatever happens happens. Like I'm just here to have a good time.
Yeah. Or like a festival. you know, where like you go for one band and then you end up learning about 4 or 5 others and that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing that in October. There's maybe like 3 or 4 bands I actually like on the lineup, but like I'm just gonna go to this camping festival, hang out, fucking check some other shit out. Like I've found bands, like some of my favorite bands, I found like completely on accident. Just like they opened for a different band I liked, or like I just checked out a random concert or something, and now they're like some of my favorites. So it's like a great way to learn.
Oh, for sure. Well, like Dylan loves underground rap.
Yeah.
And so that scene
hell
is
yeah.
big on like bringing up your boys and having all your homies come out.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
person I've been doing it with since
Dude.
this.
We've had Afro Man at the Moxie a
I
couple
bet
of
that was
times.
cool.
Yeah, that's
Last night at Atmosphere, one of the openers, they were like a hip hop band, but they literally had fucking 12 people on stage with them that weren't. doing anything. Yeah, just like dancing.
And you
chilling.
you were talking about how when you went to that one show a few months ago that there was 20 openers maybe.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
everybody was just like, I mean, I got to get my boys up
Yeah,
there.
well, because there's a local venue called the Roxy, which is basically like an underground hip hop / juggalo venue. I mean, like like it's been owned by juggalos since it opened.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And used to like
Since Juggalos dropped.
back when that was like everything surrounding ICP was super popular.
Yeah.
Like every fucking day there was a juggalo cut, some kind of like.
That's crazy.
So,
Yeah,
like,
so
if
it
you-
used
if
to
you
be
go
big,
in like a great
but-
Malenko shirt, there everyone's just like,
Oh yeah, dude.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
everyone is in a great Malenko.
That's
shirt.
what I was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
say.
yeah.
There, Dylan was explaining that Denver used to be the #1 capital for juggalos.
Yeah, yeah.
no way.
Yeah, like there was like a Westward article back in the day about how like Denver was the Juggalo capital of the world and
Did they
stuff.
ever do the Dark Carnival here?
The Gathering
Or the
No,
Gathering,
but they did like a clown con here. But there was
Clown
like yes.
And what was the gas station?
There's
Primos?
a place called Primos down on like Alameda, Alameda and between Alameda and Sheridan, Alameda and Federal, which like they also run a wrestling organization. Primos Wrestling is connected with them, but it's like a gas and tire shop. But back in the day, it also like if you went in, you wouldn't know it was gas and tires because it was just all fucking
Juggalo
merch, albums, Fago. You could buy
love that.
yeah, you could buy tickets there. They would have meet and greets there with like
I love,
ICP
I love
and
when
shit.
businesses are like
No
fans of stuff.
Yeah,
like
and
we
they
were just
embrace
at
it.
the tattoo place. Show them your tattoo.
Oh, yeah, I got
You just got a new tattoo today.
Dang.
Hell, today?
And yeah,
Yeah.
Hell yeah, that's
beautiful.
before I came here.
I was like, you know what? I'm a dainty little fella.
Yeah.
I'm a dainty little teacup.
An antique.
Yeah. And like
I
they
like
have
it.
like on the walls they have like signed pictures of like the Broncos and like the different like MMA fighters and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, I just love that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the like a MMA fight or a Juggalo show, like the Gathering or something like that, you go to that with like you don't have to be interested in any of it. You're gonna have a blast.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
You know what I mean?
Totally just like the experience.
Exactly,
at
and
that
it's
point, yeah.
and it gets to be like this whole world that you have no clue about. So I am big on accepting and going to shit that I have no interest in.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's one that you've done recently?
When we were on the road trip, we did a ton of different things that we definitely wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
You know, like a fucking mariachi thing.
Oh hell yeah.
Or like going to a concert, or like it's definitely been a lot of music is what I'll normally do. But even if it's like a arts and crafts festival, like the Cherry Creek Arts Festival that they did a couple like weeks ago, I'm not gonna buy a
Sure.
1,200
No.
like painting of a cabin or anything like that. But I'll
Right.
definitely walk around and be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever done like First
That's a good example.
Fridays? It's like
First Fridays on Santa Fe, dude. It's
Yes.
so cool.
exactly. It's so much fun. Like it's the same thing. Like I'm not gonna fucking buy anything,
Yeah.
but it's sick to just like walk around, look at art, like
Yeah.
hang
See,
out.
I'm a slut for those. Like, I'll walk out, I'll find something to buy, like, and I'll be like, "Fuck, I spent $60 on like fucking candles and like."
I'm that
like
way with
postcards.
stickers, for
Yeah,
sure.
Stickers, yeah.
So postcards are that for you?
I like postcards. I like
Yeah.
getting like little postcards, and I keep forgetting to use them because like even for whose birthday. It was someone's birthday, or someone invited us over recently, and I was like, I should have written like a little like thing,
Note.
but
Oh,
I
for
forgot.
You just had a postcard at the ready.
Yeah, for Visals, yeah, but but have them on my desk to try to remind me because like the artists will make them, and instead of like buying like a painting or a print, like they might have like a little postcard. Like one guy in Greeley, he does like this cool like not mosaic, but it's like different colors, and so it's like all like different colors, but it makes like Bob Ross's face or something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Totally.
Yeah, and it's like on a postcard.
It's
so
like it's like when you see like this is a collage of Kamala Harris made up of all the pictures of black men she imprisoned.
Oh, is this Sean? Yeah, like that, but on a
Yeah.
postcard. Yeah.
Yo, dude, do you
But
think
if you flip that
Is it
over,
Sean
that is
Began?
that's Sean Began.
Hell yeah, dude.
Do you think,
yeah,
like-
I love this. This is so cool.
there's enough postcards? Do you think I could start a pre-card business?
That was good.
All right.
Now we're cooking. All right, let's
Oh,
start
it's
recording. I think we're ready.
Oh man.
That's cool. All right, so music. Like, what about you, Dylan? You got anything?
I mean, most recently in my life, honestly, and maybe this is a corny answer, but definitely like starting comedy, because I was definitely like a super
Nerd about it.
Are you
No,
like
but,
3
like,
years in now?
I'll be
4?
4 in March, so
Okay.
3.5.
Nice.
But like I was definitely like, especially just because of how my marriage was, like by the time I started comedy, I was like a very introverted, just like antisocial, like
Vulnerable.
hadn't really like been social with new people
Yeah.
in like 10 years probably.
Yeah.
And fucking,
Oh shit.
and I'm not the type of person that likes to talk about my life, and now that's all I do. So
Yeah.
I definitely feel like that was something for me just because of how I was 4 years ago.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
definitely helped me too. So
That's awesome.
I love
yeah.
that. That's what I love about comedy, because like I feel that way like whenever I'm in like a new social setting, like if I start a new job or like
Yeah.
something like that, and there's lots of people I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I feel that way too, where I'm like, oh fuck, like none of these people, I don't know if I vibe with anybody,
Yeah.
and I kind of hide sometimes, you know, like I'll go eat my lunch by myself or
Dude,
something.
same. Yeah.
Yeah, and then but with comedy, like I am like if I try to do that, people will come up and say hi to me, and like
Yeah.
and there's no pressure, there's no like expectations because they're comics. Like I just feel comfortable, and I
Yeah.
can just like I can walk up to a group of people, and like I'm not vibing with anything they're talking about. I just walk away.
Yeah.
Like
Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody
yeah.
cares. Yeah, we're just floating, and like
Yeah.
and it
Whenever
feels
I'll go to a
good.
different open mic.
Yeah, it feels good. It feels
Yeah.
good, and it feels like because like you can find somebody that. Like at the base of everything, we're all comics, you
Yeah.
know. So like we all have that in common,
Yeah.
at least. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
especially like being new, like it was kind of like daunting, like coming on the scene and being like, oh, everybody already knows each other. Like
Yeah. I feel like
Kinda
how long
tough.
ago did you start?
I started in like November, so
Okay.
like a little less than a year.
I feel like for the people, because we both started like right during COVID, like the peak of COVID almost.
Pandy
And I
comics.
feel like those people who started then almost like had to start twice because
Oh,
because like we
100%.
started in the pandemic, and when we started, like none of like the people who we would consider headliners now were out. Like they were
Yeah.
still very much so in their houses and like not doing comedy.
Yeah.
And then like maybe like 6 months, a year later, they all came out again, and then like
All these new
it all
people.
shifted. And
Yeah.
then you almost had to like make yourself known again.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'd be like, by the way,
That's how I felt moving to Denver, because like before I moved to Denver in 2021, I had already been doing stand up for 6 years in Northern Colorado.
Yeah, you were like a fish in like a smaller pond.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Totally.
Don't forget your shoes.
never miss a Sunday show.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But yeah, and like whenever I go up there, like I know everybody up
Yeah.
there, and like I was just at Jokechella, and that's always fun because like I see people I haven't seen in like years, you
Yeah.
know. And then moving to Denver, 2021, I show up, I don't know anybody, nobody knows me,
Yeah.
nobody knows what I've been doing, you know. And so I felt like I was starting over, you know. Yeah, so I totally get that. Yeah.
But also, like, I don't know if this is really that, but I love to like listen to music that I usually wouldn't like, you know, just to see if I can expand my sound.
Yeah.
You're big on taking recommendations.
Yeah. And I also like
Yeah.
to read. I like to read books by people who or like listen to things. People make arguments that I know I'm gonna disagree with.
Really?
Yeah.
Like who?
Like Jordan Peterson.
I was just about to say. I was
yeah.
hoping you were going to say
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I listened to his book, the 12 Rules for Life or something
Yeah.
like that. I was like, first of all, if I was reading this, I never would have made it through
The
it.
first
But, like,
one, I will say, the first one was before he like became what he is today.
Okay. There's
some
I
good
think
points.
I think he's definitely like the definition of what's it called? Audience capture. Like he's been captured by his audience.
Yeah, okay.
He wasn't like I will say that book, the first one, like probably helped me through my divorce almost
Really?
more than anything.
12 Rules for Life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
There was just a
like
lot
the
of-
just like the thing of like, hey, like if you can't fucking like if you feel like you can't get anything
No,
done.
no. Do it in the voice.
I can't do his voice. I'm like, if you can't get
If you feel
I'll have to start crying and stuff. They're like, just like the point of like, if you can't get anything done, just like make a point to make your bed. Even if you just make your bed
sure,
today,
yeah.
like taking one step
Yeah.
towards getting pat. Like that was something that was like,
That is big.
even
Yeah.
though it kind of when you say
like-
it, it's kind of like duh. But
But it's something that's like almost so duh that
Yeah.
it's like important to say.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
overlooked.
I think it's I think you're right. Where
Yeah.
like I think what it is like it's like if your goal is to work out for the next month, you can't have that as
You
your
have to
goal.
do
You
it
have to
one.
do say
just
today.
today.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as soon as you do today, that's a fucking awesome.
the
and
next
you'll
day
be
is so
stoked.
much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's how I
but you
approach a
can't
lot
look
of
at it
things.
as like I'm going to work out for the next 30 days, and that's my goal. Because
Yeah.
then if
Right.
you break 3, you're
Yeah.
like, oh fuck, I'm done. I
You know,
quit.
mean,
This
even,
sucks.
even with comedy, it's like same like it's like being like, oh, I want to hit 7 mics this week.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I want to go to a mic tonight.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
sometimes that's enough.
Yeah.
That's a very good point,
100%. Yeah, and setting the goal because there are people that have these comedy goals, like, and it's making it realistic. Like, do you remember Damon Howard did 13 in 1 week?
Yeah.
And everybody made fun of him about it
Really?
because it was like this like weird goal that he had, and he like flexed on everybody in like a
talked
story.
about
It
it a
wasn't
lot.
even anything extreme. He wasn't
Oh.
like saying it to us.
Just brought it up.
Yeah,
like-
he was just like in a story where he's like, "Wow, I did 13," and so everybody was just like, "Okay, Mister 13." And so like I feel like
Yeah. Yeah.
and like your goals could be like fucking comedy works related, and then you have no control. You literally have no control over what that's going to be. It's other people that have that.
The goal shifts because like it at least for me, like when I was first starting out, like I had like get like a B set at Comedy Works or something like that.
Yeah. Like,
But it's unrealistic.
well, I mean, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, then once you get that, it's like, well, what's the next thing? I don't really feel
Yeah.
any different, but like it becomes for me, like it became more internal. Like it's more about how do I feel about my act. And I was talking to him earlier today, like how like, dude, like people aren't gonna give you opportunities for whatever reason you can't control. And it's like honestly, at the end of the day, like fucking Wide Right is shutting down. Like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't talk about it, but
Yeah, I'll probably block all that out. But yeah.
Sorry. Well, okay, but like,
all right.
the point is that like venues come and go, people
Yes.
come and go, and like you don't have to like hinge your entire identity on like one thing. Even if Stella's like ended up not happening for whatever reason, like I could find something else.
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
it was a
doesn't define
cool
me.
ride while it lasted. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Journey, not the destination.
Yeah, and
kind of
I
shit.
what's more important is like, am I getting better? Like, am I building my act and I'm learning how to chop jokes down and make them better?
Also having fun.
And
Like, I
having
know that
fun,
sounds
dude.
corny, but like if you're not having
If you don't
fun,
have fun, I
What's
would
the
argue
fucking
you're not good.
Seriously.
No, that's
I don't think
true
you're
too.
good.
and
Yeah.
it is supposed to be miserable to a degree. Like obviously we all do hate it too. There's certain parts of it
Yeah.
that make it so aggravating, but it should be at the result of us wanting to do more of it.
Exactly,
You
like-
should be one on stage
like-
and you should be enjoying that part.
Like
Yeah.
going up at like 11:30 to a crowd of like 2 comics that are actually paying like just inside.
Yeah.
Like
it sucks.
it sucks. It
After
feels like
waiting
shit.
4
For
hours.
fucking- yeah, for
You know what I
fucking
mean?
4
But then
hours.
the
dude.
intention changes.
And you
like-
watch the room change. That
Yeah.
sucks. When you watch the room go from hot to soft, and
Yeah.
now
Yeah.
your turn is up, and you've got just this different.
It's
but,
just Garrett and Christina Kleeman.
yeah.
but those two
They're
can
like,
laugh
"Thanks,
pretty
Garrett."
fucking hard. Honestly,
Appreciate you, bud.
I'll take those two over a really silent
Yeah.
20.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
That's-
Those two
yeah,
are
yeah,
some of
yeah.
the best
Yeah.
audience members you
That's
could
true.
have.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
very true.
And they
Yeah.
both pay attention.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
What bums me out is when comics talk in the room, and I'm I'll do it every now and then, but like, it's
Dude,
something
there's-
that you
there's like
pointed out to me where
Yeah.
you were like,
Oh,
everybody at an open mic. It was when I was doing maybe sound effects or something at an open mic, and you were like, people are working on it as much as like. It is supposed to be fun, and it's like, everybody's here just shooting shit to 2 drunk people. It doesn't matter. But people are actually doing something they worked on.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
they wrote this down, and this is something they want to do well. And,
Yeah.
like, So like you can't shit on them.
Yeah,
and you were like,
yeah.
yeah, that's a good point.
Like,
It
they
really
it's
pay
not
them
there
their
yet.
respect. Like,
Yeah, 'cause it
they
does
earned
suck.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
No, I was like, even last night at roast battle, like I was surprised at first how fucking rowdy the bar was.
Yeah, dude, that shit pisses me off sometimes.
We got there though.
Yeah.
It got there for sure, but just like I feel like usually once roast battle starts, like it quiets down. But
Yeah.
they did not give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was cool because Austin played big boy and just pretty much stood there like a substitute teacher. Just was like, I'm gonna wait until you shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'll wait. Yeah.
And yeah, it was a while. I mean, but I think that it explained everything. It showed them how we were feeling. Like, look, we're not gonna start until you fucking calm
Yeah,
down.
like this deserves your attention.
Yeah.
your respect.
Yeah.
Or else we're gonna fucking bomb.
Yeah.
Because if nobody's paying attention and everyone's talking, it's gonna suck.
Yeah.
But if you guys pay attention, it's gonna fucking rule.
Yeah, this has the potential to be fucking rad.
Yeah.
if you'll give it its due.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take some responsibility for that.
I'm guilty
I was, like,
too.
I was like in the middle of like, and yeah, I'm usually like very like, oh, here we
Yeah.
go, here's showtime. But like Tanner Kaufman was in the back, and like you caught me. I was just like, fuck, I have to get this out before the show starts, and then
Hell
I'll
yeah.
walk away and get my beer. And
I 100% get it.
I always feel bad too when like I'm trying to watch a show and like someone else will start talking to me. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck. Do I,
I can't
disrespect you or do
yeah.
I disrespect the show?
Yeah.
Like, it's such a catch-22.
You know what though? Spaghetti pointed out, and it's only roast battle that this is acceptable. But in between battles, people aren't going like. So like, are you doing anything tomorrow? What they're talking about is the battle that just happened. They all are going to each other and being like, damn, I really thought that was going to be better.
Yeah.
Or, oh, shit, I didn't expect that person to win.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
They are talking about the battles.
Yeah.
And
Very
if you
true.
walk around, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
it is
what you
hard to
want.
stop that. And then for us to be like, all right, now get super, super loud and excited over somebody just mentioning a word that's a no word, but then be really, really quiet and respectful when we're talking. It's hard to balance that.
Yeah.
Could I actually get a list of the no-no words?
Yeah, I have. It's everything I've written down
He keeps them in
here.
a pocket like a pocket constitution.
It's my mantra. I read them at night.
Yeah.
That one. Say this instead.
I'm like the guy in what's the movie where he has the oh man. Oh, or
Wheeler's Day Off.
where he tattoos all the fucking words all over him.
memento.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been a lot, better
Yeah.
had I nailed that.
Yeah. Patrick, what's yours?
What's your outside of comfort
Yeah.
zone?
Lately for outside of my comfort zone, I've been trying to just pretty similar vein, just like do shit I wouldn't usually do. Like, I mean, in the last year, it's like I like started my master's degree. I fucking started playing roller hockey. I started comedy, like doing all these things that are just like not something I did before.
Yeah, you've been
Yeah.
getting after it.
Roller hockey?
Yeah, roller hockey.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Ripping
Do you like
it up, dude.
I
Body
fucking-
people?
No. If you crash into someone, it's pretty frowned upon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like though, 'cause, like I fucking suck, especially compared to my friends. They've been playing for like 15 years or something.
Yeah.
So like I fucking blow ass, and so like it does get like a little chippy. Like they'll like fucking like kind of tap each other with their sticks and stuff. Like shoot the puck at each other. Like But then when I'm out there, like no one does anything like that to me, and like.
Oh, they treat you like the soft, like little delicate flower you are.
Yeah, they're like
the
"Oh,
teacup.
little- Yeah, with my dainty,
Yeah.
I'm a dainty little teacup. Like, I straight up was like over at the goal trying to score, and the goalie was like, "Hey man, actually, you're gonna want to stand over here. That gives you a better shot."
That's cool, though.
It was super nice, but I was still like,
Fuck you.
I
Yeah.
want to stand here. Actually,
You put your heels down.
yeah, I put my wheels down.
Is it anything like on Clerks where they play on the roof? Is
I've
that's
never
roller
seen- I've never seen
roller
Clerks.
hockey, right? You've never seen Clerks?
Uh-uh.
Not 1, 2, or 3?
No, I've seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
All right, fair enough.
Is there 3 of them?
Yeah.
Are they all black and white?
No.
Oh,
No, there some of them are Hispanic.
We should have like a bell. That's recreational outrage.
That was not stretchers up. No, he did it on the first one because it was just cheaper. It cost literally like he has the numbers where it was like $1,000 less to do it in black and white.
Film.
Yeah,
That's sweet.
yeah. I am a fan of that first one, dude. And the dialogue in it and like the way that he chapters it. Yeah, he used to. I mean, not that the stuff he does now isn't cool, but like when he did it, like at first, it definitely feels like when a band first came out, and it was like they were smoking weed and living in a van together when they wrote this.
Yeah.
Like when he
like he's
did
like
when he
douche,
did
like,
Dogma, and
Yeah.
that people were protesting Dogma, and he went out and protested with them.
I just saw they interviewed him on the news.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Why are you protesting? He's like, I just don't think this movie's very good.
Yeah, that's what I saw too.
It's
Yeah,
fucking sick.
yeah.
Yeah, he also is like a comic book dude, and he's
Yeah.
repped that forever.
Yeah,
and
he had that show,
Uh-huh.
like for like his comic book store he owns.
Yeah, and I think it's cool to like carry your fame into at least something you're interested
He
in.
wrote
Totally.
He wrote Daredevil for a while too.
Really?
Yeah, he wrote like a whole arc for Daredevil.
Yeah, I think
No
he's
way.
he's
Yeah.
he's
I
dedicated
think
to
he might
that
have
fan
done
base.
some Batman too.
No way.
Yeah.
That's fucking
He's
sick.
definitely gotten writing chances in comic books.
Yeah, Kevin Smith's cool. Like all of his stuff isn't hits. Like I don't know if you've seen Tusk. Or
Yeah,
that low-key
yeah,
sucks,
yeah.
but like he seems like a cool guy.
Yeah.
Like that's like also fucking talking about comic books. Like it fucking blew my mind when I found out Gerard Way wrote like comic books.
Really?
From My Chemical
Yeah,
Romance?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude.
He
so,
wrote all of the Umbrella stuff. I
yeah,
thought.
Umbrella Academy.
Oh,
That's
really?
wow.
his
He
comic.
wrote it?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's like by him, of like his original characters and
Yeah,
everything.
it was when he was a young boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started
Wow.
out as an intern at Cartoon Network before
wow.
My Chemical Romance blew up.
You know,
That's
he's
crazy.
Whoa.
Rogan's cousin.
Gerard
No
Way.
way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll show y'all. But yeah, for sure.
That's
He's
crazy.
yeah. Joe
That's
Rogan.
weird, dude.
Yeah.
Say it a few more times for the views.
Joe.
Just in case you were confused with a different Rogan.
yeah. Seth Rogen.
Yeah. I don't know. Rogan, that bald motherfucker should try some Rogaine. Right?
Yeah, some of that's so into gains.
Yeah. If someone's so into gains, he sure is losing a lot of hair.
This is nice.
Nice, I'm having a
We're
good
like
time.
It's like a tennis match.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rogan,
Or like
try some alpha
table
lane.
tennis.
Yeah, table tennis. Yeah, it's like Pong. It's more,
Yeah,
more like Pong.
Are you guys doing anything tonight? What do you guys get into?
I'm gonna go to the Thug.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go walk my pets and maybe go see It Ends With Us
True.
and probably fall asleep real hard.
hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
During it ends with us.
yeah. Probably,
That
yeah,
is the
and on the ride
best.
home.
Yeah.
And then,
He'll just be like,
and
wake
then
me
I'll-
up during the sex scene.
Yeah,
yeah.
poke me when he starts punching her.
It's like I'm on a flight. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tell me when the drink cart comes.
This nap ends with sex.
Yeah.
Those are the best naps.
Yeah,
That's probably what I'm doing.
No, I think tonight I'm going up to Loveland. My buddy's having a birthday party.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, well, happy birthday to them.
It's his birthday was 2 months ago. I don't know why he's doing a fucking birthday party tonight, but
It sounds like you're being trapped.
yeah, I am. It's actually an intervention.
Well, I hope it goes well.
Yeah, it should be cool.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for coming over.
Dude, thanks for having us.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks so
This
much.
was
Always
fun. I'm
a
glad we made
good
it work.
time.
Yeah.
This was a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Kick ass. I love that you had the skater videos going because I could just kind of look at that and like it soothed me
Yeah.
like a lot. Yeah.
nice.
See, I'm a good consumer. I only watch when the ads were on.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm afraid to wonder what the ads were. It would be hilarious if they were like
Rogaine,
Local grannies.
Just pretty much, pretty much every joke Pat said was like just something he was watching on the screen.
There were cue cards.
Or it's like a bunch of like really like right wing things, and you're like, holy shit, Kid Rock commercials. And
Nah, dude, if he showed you what like his suggested next, it would be fucking. There'd be some Tucker Carlson in there for sure, dude.
It'd be Ben Shapiro. You're like, he has good points.
Nick Fuentes or that fucking guy's name is.
I think Milo Yiannopoulos is just
The
the
straightest
straightest
man
guy.
in
You
the
know he
world.
was Kanye West's like
Advisor.
political advisor.
Uh-huh.
Do you know
Milo
who
Yiannopoulos?
Yeah, did you know that?
No way.
Yeah, when he was running for president, because he
Dude.
just came out with a statement about like why he doesn't work for Kanye anymore, and why Kanye like doesn't his music's fallen off and his fashion has fallen off is because he's addicted to nitrous oxide. Because
No,
his
weird
doctors
thing.
are just shooting him up with fucking fish juice.
Hell yeah. He's getting that MJ special.
Yeah, dude, exactly. He's probably on his way out, dude.
That's crazy.
To be honest.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Dude,
Moonwalking on your coffin.
Dude, that's a bar, dude. Moonwalking on your coffin. Someone's probably said it, dude.
Oh, that was a G walking on your coffin reference.
I don't know who said that.
It's a rap song.
Well, I figured it was. I didn't think it was Led Zeppelin.
yeah. Funny. I thought that was Morgan Wallen.
Coffin. Yeah. Morgan Wallen would say that, but
Who's stepping on your
he'd probably
coffin?
say the N word.
He would.
Be careful.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Outrage.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys.
Yes.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
See you on the next one.
Goodbye. This has been Recreational Outrage and Stretch Yourself. Listen to us both.
Stretch yourself,
Recreational
stretch
Outrage and Stretch Yourself. Thank you so much.